give a big hand here to our great friend from Liverpool, David Bedford. David long played vinyl. I love the guy. We started a long time ago. We're here after the 600 shows. And let me tell you, you're so much of Plastic EP family, David. It's like I feel I live in your house. That's what it feels like.
So it was you peeking through the curtains.
Hey, we've had some great interviews over the period of time.
Was it? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's been brilliant fun. Really, really been good fun. Always look forward to it.
And I like it how you got this character about yourself, right? It's like schoolyard humor. I love that. You know, that's what you got to get. You haven't lost that bit. That's what's the best thing.
Well, I was immature as a kid, and I just liked it, so I stayed that way. Just never grew up.
Well, that's okay. It's good. I'm stuck in pop culture. I live in the net 24/7 now. It's really a fantastic life. I don't know if I'm Arthur or Martha. I actually have become. Have you ever seen that movie Tron?
Yeah. The guy lives in I think you're more like RoboCop.
I'm like Tron.
Yeah. Well, the maddest, craziest person I know next to me. And I think that from the very first time we got together each other, and I thought, it's like I've known you for 20 or 30 years. And we've done so many good, fun shows, haven't we? We don't script it. That's the best thing about this. We don't script it. We just go for it. And we just have a laugh. What would life be like for 12 months or so, 18 months, if we didn't have the internet and you?
Yeah, but it's been 20 months. I've done 600 shows in 20 months, which equates to 300 shows every 10 months. That could be a Guinness World Record.
Do you ever sleep?
No, that's a problem, you know. That's a problem. I'm on the go all the time.
You're mad. I love it.
I might be mad, but I love it. But let me tell you, we've interviewed some great people over the over 20 months. It's been fantastic. We've had Julia Bard. We did the book launch. We did a lot of things. We did the family from Liverpool, right? He was with the Quarryman.
Charlie Roberts, with my famous...
Right. Anyway, we did the best episode, David, is the one that I told you about the Beatle cartoons, about John singing the song, the lyrics that no one knew for I'm a Loser. That's amazing. That's my favorite. I just want to say a little bit about the Get Back documentary. The world's gone Beatle crazy again, part 1, part 2, part 3. Everyone's staying up for 8 hours and watching it. It's great. But I just want to say, after watching it and watching Michael Lindsay Hogg, and as you know, I got an interview with Michael with Churchill Breakfast from the Beatles, right, in Boston.
Yeah.
And part 1, part 2, you've seen it, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
Amazing. And what I'm doing for everybody is the 600 special here. I'm going to have the link above here. I want you all to watch it. It's riveting. What he says about the Beatles, what he says about doing there. I look at it and I say to you, Michael Lindsay Hogg is a pioneer. All the cameras that he used, all the camera angles he used, all the microphones that he used, to me, I can only describe it as a reality TV show before its time, because that's what it is.
Definitely.
If you release that as is without cutting nothing out, it's like you're watching Big Brother. I'm serious. This is Big Brother before Big Brother.
Yeah. It's groundbreaking stuff when you think about what he did then.
Groundbreaking stuff, and I see him as a Cecil B. DeMille, the way he's organised everything, and you see him doing it live on the specials. I want that camera. I want this. You see him talking to the Beatles, what they're going to do. What are we doing, guys? And he's getting in depth. The man was there. You can't,
exactly.
You're there. That's 69. That's amazing to me, because we're actually watching him as a character now, as a director in the actual documentary of Peter Jackson. And that's like amazing to me, because the man's not only a director, but now he's Michael Lindsay Hogg, the director in 1969. We've gone back to see it. And I appeal to Apple to release all the film, right? Let's say whatever that hasn't been seen, take out 20 hours or whatever and make it unedited. And let's see the whole lot unedited. I reckon that would be amazing, because then you're going to see something completely different again.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was great because watching the 2 interviews that you did with Michael beforehand, I then went and got a copy again of Let It Be. and I watched his film first. And like, because in my head, because I haven't watched it for so long, you know, you keep thinking, oh, you're watching the Beatles break up. I don't really want to watch that again. Thought, all right, you still got that little bit with George and Paul having that spat. But apart from that, it's a really positive and a good film. So because of that, when it then came to watching the Get Back series over the weekend, I looked at it completely differently.
I reckon for that time, he did a fantastic job. And you know where the problem is? This is what people don't understand. In 69, the Beatles are imploding inside, right? And then when they break up, everybody in the world's upset. They don't want to see Let It Be because they're upset because the Beatles broke up. So that's one of the reasons why this is totally not right for 69, 70, right? But now showing us it's like, oh, you know, Ringo and Paul, they're older. As I said, unfortunately, George and John aren't here. They're saying that's us in 69. But, you know, we had good times. We were brothers. We loved each other. That's what comes across from the documentary. It's all in the film. The film doesn't lie, you know. I saw tears in Paul's eyes and Ringo's eyes. Well, Michael Lindsay Hogg is there, right, talking.
That was one of the most amazing moments that stood out to me. George just walks down, and then John hasn't turned up, you know, and Paul just says, and then there was two. But Michael has captured that moment, and you can see his eyes tearing up. This actually could be it. This could be the end of the Beatles. And that's an amazing moment of film.
That's an amazing moment to be captured by Michael Lindsay Hogg. To me, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But also, you know what was amazing too? I watched it. For me, the highlight was part one when George goes and he goes, I'll see you around the club, right? And they had the voice that we'll see you around the club. I'd like to actually see the film of him saying, I'll see you around the club, right? And then John goes, that's all right, we'll get Eric. Being sarcastic, of course.
I know. I was amazed at that. Their first reaction was, okay, should we get Eric? He's one of the guys who's been in the group since 1957.
But to me, that's just the moment. That's like, you know, that's John. You know what I mean? It's not personal. They're brothers. They love each other. John said, if you can't argue with your brother, who do you argue with? That was just a comment in the moment because he didn't want to take it too serious. Because John's probably thinking, I'll let him get upset. He'll be back. You know, who cares? And then, you know what was more amazing? When Yoko Ono takes the microphone and she's singing and they're backing her. I wish they'd have shown that in 69. I thought that was fantastic. It was like I'm watching a documentary and there's Yoko Ono singing avant-garde, whatever you call it, right? In 69, I'm thinking, wow, that's fantastic. Paul's backing her. John's backing her. This is amazing. Seriously. I thought that was a highlight.
Yeah. The other thing I liked about it the most was actually songs when, you know, like Paul's thumping on his bass and suddenly you can hear a melody to Get Back coming in. But the fact you saw John and Paul in particular working together on creating a song, because we've always sort of had this idea that, you know, maybe John's written 3/4 of a sunshine off Paul and Paul finishes it. But no, they come with, here's the basic outline of a song and they all start playing it and jamming. Then they're updating lyrics, they're changing this, they're making suggestions. And it's a real evolution of a song. And I don't think we've ever got that from us before. And it's fascinating to watch. Loved that.
Again, Michael Lindsay Hogg captures it on film. Paul strumming the bass, Get Back to him, comes in the idea, doesn't know what the song is yet. And you see that again. This is why Michael Lindsay Hogg is a pioneer. His work was revolutionary. And as I said, he's like fantastic. And that document, his film, is not going away. And as I said, we've got to look back now, as you said, Let It Be from 69, whatever, and now have a different look at it. And for the time, I'm telling you, it was great. And under the circumstances that he had to put under, I don't think it was easy doing what he did.
I think Let It Be is a really good film. Definitely well worth watching again.
Yeah, I think people should,
we've been allowed to use so much more.
Should start seeing Let It Be. That should be actually sorted up the film again, bring it up to 2021 standard and put out as a new DVD, Blu-ray.
Yeah. No, it's well worth watching. I enjoyed watching that first because it set me up then for what we were going to see with the Get Back release.
But this is what people need to know. They need to see the Michael Lindsay Hogg interviews to understand from the source what he's saying because he was there.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
Hey, it's all happened in Liverpool way. They say the beat groups are all at Liverpool. Liverpool